clearly said earth signs. Go and watch the earth sign read. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It's your time. The next 48 hours. Let's dive in, darling dears. Let's dive in. Air signs, you lead with what? Your communication, your sharp intellect, which some have to fall back in the face of. Why? You've decided to be professor of the puzzle. The air sign comes with what? Powerful creativities. You have a fun and adventurous side that can be what? Exciting. Why? Because you lead with the logic. It's all in the cranium, and because you're up in your cranium, it causes strife to a bottom feeder that needs to fall back. In your presence, darling dear. In your presence. Let's dive in, darling dears, and see what rune is on the tableau for you today. And what's going to be working for you over the next 48 hours. Oh, 2 Palo Santo will be blazing up the incense. One time, darling dears. Read runestones from left to right. I mean, right to left. Oh, we have Jera, darling dear. And it's on its side. This is represented by the Wheel of Fortune. We had it in the today's read as well, where they have to fall back as they have to be jealous in silence. Go and watch that read. Darling dears, this also speaks about what? Somebody's on breakthrough, on the point of what? Becoming whatever it is they've been working towards, darling dears. It also speaks about what? A turn in the wheel has turned for the worst in someone's favor, darling dear. I hope it's not you. We don't like to use the hope because it's full of opium and fucking his blood. Jera is represented by the letter J, the number 40, 41, 42, and 43. It also speaks about what? Somebody's still wondering about their harvest. When you need to fully understand, right, that nothing happens before its time. This also speaks about what? Somebody wanting to be in charge of your destiny, realizing that they don't have a hand in your life, nor a foot, nor what? A lie that they can tell on your behalf, darling dear. It's going on deaf ears, not being carried on the wings that they meant it for. Oh, a lot is coming down from this. Lots of downloads from this one. It also speaks about what? Somebody feels stuck, darling dear. They're unable to change. This is somebody who's disloyal. They're having setbacks, and they come with the arguments, the tongue wrestling, and the hockey sticks at dawn. They don't want you to reach whatever breakthrough it is. This also speaks about somebody's in a relationship that is at crisis point, guys, where the hairline is separating from the what? The head, the cranium, darling dear. Pitchy patchy, a full-on work, reverse friar talk is being gifted onto someone today who likes to cause the strife. Oh, over the next 48 hours, Copperin is on the tableau. Why? Because they come with listen, they don't come in peace, blood. They come with a knife for your back chakra. This is the devil card on its face as well, represented by what? The letter X. This calls for what? An attack, and to be on defense mode, represented by the number 60, 61, 62, and 63. Could be the year of their birth. From the crevice of the devil's balls. I don't know whom that person is for you. Or person. Well, they said they was people. The Capricorn energy. On its face, darling dears. On its face. This speaks about somebody who's abusive, right? And wants your psychological password over the next 48 hours. They've got cruel and wicked intentions, darling dear, to scupper you and leave you what? At death's door. Whomsoever this person is, they are destined to fall in the same hole they've dug for you, darling dear. Nothing positive coming towards them. It also speaks about addiction as well as obsessed. They are obsessed with you, darling dear. Mouth breathing, right? And hillbilly investigations are being launched against you in the next 48 hours. All of this scupperation, darling dear. And if they come with a flag, it's the flag of a liar. It's not the truth, darling dear. They come to bleed you dry because they're going for a bit of the bad luck, darling dear. The bad luck. The bad luck always comes hand in hand with bad intentions, a bad attitude, and bad credit. All to be avoided. Law 10 of the 48 laws of power, big cat. Fist bump. And skeet, skeet. Swerve away from it, big cat. It's full of SHIT. You're going to go with the life lessons for this. Let's get one card from your ancestors for a message. One message for the big cat air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius for the next 48 hours. Thank you. Something is traveling, darling dear. They've got on the internet. This could also cause what gang stalking? They're stalking you. Well, they're always attracted to the light. These emissaries of the devil. Pardon me, that was a spiritual belch. Because I speaks the truth. Pinkies up. I keep the adverts in because sometimes they come with a massage. For the big cat, this also speaks about you being on your life purpose. Some of you are making travel plans, darling dear. It also has an angel. This says your comings and goings will be protected. Some of you are also being what? Told or pushed or prompted to what? Put your intel on the internet, darling dear. The age of Aquarius, we be in, darling dear. Utilize it to the fullest. Tongue twisting, you've got a stammering and a stuttering karmic. Right, that's what watching everything you got on. Look, I've just noticed how red of face this person is. Every time they're watching what you've got going on, they get redder in the face. It looks like angina to me, blood. Or is it what? High blood pressure or low blood pressure? They're going through it, darling dear. Because why? They wanted to scupper you. And they want to come back over the next 48 hours as what? A frenemy. Oh, well. You better get your boosie bad ass on, darling dear. Eyes on everyone. Why? Because they're a liar, a thief, a cheater. Oh, my. If I had pearls, I'd be clutching them bitches. They're users, swindlers, back front neck tabbers, right? A frenemy, a hater that comes with the bad vibes, the bad credit, the bad attitude. And if it's a lover, they've got Skullduggerous, Fatum, or Panani that has the amnesia. As soon as they leave your presence, blood, brah, or sistrine. Eyes on everyone, guys. Pay attention. Their actions will speak louder than their words, darling dears. And never you forget my air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. A thief will never break into an empty house. You've got something they want. Let's get the book. Is the book here or has it been rustled away from me? No, it hasn't. Found it. Let's see what the deeper message is. Travel is on page 93. The 9 is what? The energy of Virgo, the hermit. This speaks about what? Introspection, having isolated yourself from back, front, neck, tabbers. This also speaks about looking divine guidance, as well as what you see the beard on the hermit, on the tarot card. It speaks about time again. It goes back to divine timing. You are at breakthrough, darling dear. The 3 embodies what? The Empress of everything, knowing your worth. This is also about a season of abundance. Also, well, knowing your self-worth, darling dear. Wearing the what? The crown of abundance. Some of you are pregnant or will find in yourself being pregnant in a situation that you're going to simply have to isolate yourself from. Why? Listen, only you know what you've gone through. Let's get to 93. For you to screenshot and read at your leisure. Right, it says here, you drew this card as validation of what you already know, that your life work involves traveling. You may be called to be of service in a faraway place, or it could be that a life-changing travel experience will give you breakthrough information about your divine purpose. Like a traveling minstrel, you bring blessings wherever you go. Somebody's a stammering, stuttering karmic amongst us. Probably what? Trying to get some intel on you, darling dears. Oh, eyes on the throat. The card also speaks to movement in your life with adventurous and life-enhancing changes occurring for you now and in the immediate future. By letting go of old and stepping into these changes, you gain the sense of meaning, and fulfillment that you've desired. The former stagnation is replaced with a passion for a new projects and relationships. A third meaning of this card is that your life purpose involves technology, especially with respect to computers and telecommunication. This could signal telecommuting, where you work from your home via computer, or it could literally mean that your work involves computer programming, sales, and such. And right next to it is trust, darling dear. This is about you having faith the size of a mustard seed, but utilizing James 2:14, putting your back into it, because faith without works is dead, darling dear. So 2020, 2019, 2018. The skulldugger still have it in for you over the next 48 hours. What are they up to, skullduggery, blood? Oh, okay, so you at the back didn't hear. Base of your deck, darling dear. This also speaks about falling back, having recuperated from a situation. This also speaks about the recuperation from some kind of surgical treatment. Everything went well. Blessed and highly favored, darling dear. Three of Swords also speaks about what you having to lay down in the face of the betraying betrayer and the skullduggeress to boot. You have to lay down and fall back. How else can you call karma? While you're there, pepper it with forgiveness, darling dear. Forgiveness. Energy in or around my big cat air signs. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Over the next 48 hours. Thank you. Listen, what did I say? The skulldugger's are lying and spying, darling dear. They haven't finished with the injustices being perpetrated against the big cat. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Good golly and gosh. They've stepped it up, guys. Whatever heinous, grimy situation, grimy for sure, that they perpetrated against you. This is also about what? A lack of accountability for the injustices. And they're still lying and spying. And the gossip and the slander, darling dear. Hairline taking, guys. Hairline taking. Let's get a deeper meaning of their wickedness. Justice in the upright. A season of resolutions. You've already freed yourself from this situation. It could also speak about work or a legal situation. If it's in the work field, you was amongst the skullduggeress, darling dear, and they was talking about you behind your back. OMG, girl. This is why what God heard, you wasn't party to, darling dear. You was what? Told to minus the big cat from those skullduggeress bottom feeders. Yeah. Your intuition, you was intuitively guided. And some of you are being intuitively guided to remove yourself from a situation. High Priestess. This also speaks about mastering of your emotions as you sit between what? The two pillars of wisdom, Boaz and Jashin, for what? Completion and a new beginning. You've got their file, darling dear, and you know exactly whom these personages are, right? Blessing blockers for sure. You'll be blessed in their face in the next 48 hours. This is wish fulfillment, all right? Harvest season, as well as what? Only needing your 10th cup. You've already acquired the 9. Sackcloth and ashes season, darling dear. They wants back in. The guilty, full of regret, but no remorse. A full-on Judas in a Peter suit. Over the next 48 hours, this person that lied on you, the things they said at your back, darling dear. You don't have what? Buddha and Jesus and Mother Teresa suiting up, guys. I'm telling you, wicked for sure. Some of them what? Are understanding that you find your emotional fulfillment in your spirituality or whatever religion, what you have chosen to comfort yourself and rebuild yourself from the inside out. Split the deck. Told you there was a burden in your life, blood. And they come with consequences of what? The brock-pocketers, right? The bad ideas, the bad choices. And if you've got progeny with this person that you've had to divorce yourself from, they wanted your progeny to survive off of saliva, blood. This also speaks about a disingenuous friend. Backstabbing Timmy. Yeah, they look small and timid, but their mouth is like a cutlass. Well, you had to cut them loose. Burden for sure, darling dear. And they've got what? Financial debt. They're going for it. Going for it. Fruity? Yes, baby, it's fruity for them. Right. As they're going through what? A change in their fortune. The wheel is not turning in their favor. We already saw it on its face. And they're what? Keeping up appearances as they're obsessively just about you. My big cat Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, good golly and gosh. Burden you put down. Right. They would love for you to come and take your loyal self back into that situation. They also see that you're looking to what? A more fertile future, looking towards the future. When you read tarot, look to see where they're facing. This is present energy, emotional fulfillment. They don't have your psychological password. Ha ha! Laugh with me, big cat. You understand where this bad energy is coming from. This burden. It's because they're burdened with bad luck, darling dear. The bad health, right? And the bad choices. So what are you going to do about it? Just try to look up. Listen, you're all balanced in your hood. You have Archangel Michael at your background. This is what? You making the right choices. And what? The solar plexus is highlighted. This speaks about your determination and willpower, darling dears. You are bringing what? Balance back into your life. Behind the male, we see what? 12 fires. This is for the zodiac, darling dear. Everything coming full circle. You've already done your fool's journey in a situation they didn't believe you would what? Overcome. Yeah, focusing on your bag, your health, and this is what? A return on what you've invested. You're going to harvest the fruits of your labors over the next 48 hours in a big way. You don't need no hoe. That comes with one pentacali that you can barely see. Fill out the back end. What's this? Told you. You had to fall back in order for what you are seeking is seeking you. This is new balance, as well as what? New friendships, new beginnings, darling dear. You are attracting those that are what? Spiritually guided, know their worth, right? And those that come in peace, darling dear, not wickedness. This is you cleaning up in a big way after all of that stabation, darling dear, to every one of your chakras in your back. And 1010 goes to what? Breakthrough season. Pay attention, big cat. It's your time. Big cat wave. Be prepared. Right? As only the wounded warrior can be. You've been through it, darling dear. And this is your spiritual strength you had to rely on. You had to be vigilant. Peter 5:8 up in this bitch to be able to what? See to take the knives out of your back. And it also speaks about recovery after some kind of surgical or medical procedure. For you, big cat. And they are paying. They've strapped it up, guys. From the mud hut, no less. The same mud hut at 911 Freddy Krueger Avenue. What's this? Brock Parkitos! Buddy, have you got a dime? What did I say, big cat? What? They're turning their finances. They're keeping up appearances. Their name is Hyacinth Bouquet or Horatio Bouquet, but we know it's Bucket. If they've got progeny, they are no one's child. They've got delinquents, mate. They're just shooting them out like rabbits. This is somebody who is what? Going off their cranium, darling dear, about what you've got going on. They are gossiping, guys. They are chopping it up at every possible opportunity. They are jealous, right? Envious, right? And they're trying to be secretive over their bad luck. They come with the drama, darling dears. Drama? Big cat wave. Air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You're too intelligent and too pretty to argue with a bottom feeder. They are just jealous of what you've got going on. This also speaks about you leaning into what? New knowledge, being curious about life, making a new beginning as you hold your ace of truth, your ace of swords. Nothing like the truth, darling dear. They're seeing you get a new lease on life in the next 48 hours, darling dear. And you ain't fighting with a bottom feeder. This is somebody who is what? No one's empress. Jealous of you, darling dear. I told you, wicked. And they're going to try and come through like the lamb. Silence of the lamb blood with the whisperings of Hannibal Lecter. Don't listen to whatever they're trying to bring. It comes with what? A boomerang to bring you straight back to Hades. Where's that? The crevice of the devil's balls. Where they're coming from. Pennywise son or daughter. You've already made that hard decision. Why did you make the hard decision? Because they're wicked, blood. You understood who the malicious ones were. These betraying betrayers. This co-worker that you had to unco-work, blood. You had to leave them to the fruits of their labors, which is what? One pentacale in a mud hut, right? Looking for a way out. They can't come and kick over your 10th cup. They will always, right, manipulate the situation because they are what? The devil's strongest worker. And And they're a con person, a hoodwinker, and a liar, always doing the ear bending out of that slash they call a mouth. Good God. And they're not sorry, blood. They're only sorry that you got away. This is somebody who's emotionally manipulative. Well, guess what? They are no longer holder of your psychological password. You've kicked over that cup of hopium. Somebody's even, this could be an ex, guys, trying to manifest you back. They want you to be weak, but you are strong. In the face of their spell work, the wicked words, all of the gossip, the hatred, all of the oppression they wanted for you. This is the bed they sit in, darling dear, as you've got a hold of what? Your flip-flop, your common sense, your gangster, darling dear. You ain't going back to the DNS, and you know who put you there, who wanted to keep you there. They wanted you to be weak and codependent on them. Well, guess what? You're thinking clearly now. They're looking like what? What's that lady's name? Whatever happened to Baby Jane? Come through Betty Davis. Posh, clap. Yes, baby. They wanted to do a Betty Davis on you, mate. And what cook your favorite bird? Your higher, your common sense, and serve it to you for every meal. That's what they and them and unwanted. What else? What you gonna do about this energy that's being directed towards you? Let's get the after tarot deck. You're not having it. I told you. You're the dragon slayer, or what? The slayer of any dog, right? Or tree sloth. Anybody that's trying to form against a weapon against you, darling. Yeah, they're forming it, but it's not prospering. Why? You know who's directing the energy. And as a spiritual being having a human experience, you have the right to claim dominion over yourself. RTS, yeah? Return to sender. Fist bump. Love it. Wicked for sure. Let's see what other messages. What are you going to do about it? You've already vanquished whatever demons they've tried to send at you. And because they've been vanquished, what? They still got to pay the price. What else? You vanquished them demons, right? And this manipulator, what about the manipulator, right? They're feeling vulnerable, darling dear. And what did I say? They need the energy of others in order to be great, darling dear. Come as that false friend. They need the energy of others to manipulate any situation that they can. But you've got your third eye on them bitches and mitches over the next 48 hours. Your unconditional love, darling dear. This is what they want. But you already said world card. You listen. They are not your ninth cup. They come with what? Hairline taking crises. Blood, bra, or cistrine. And this is also a reminder not to eat and drink in any of these people's presence. They may slip you a Fenzik or the final pill that will send you what? Brown bread blood, so that you can be what? In the coffin, the dumb wide that they wanted you to be in, to look at their crack for all eternity. They would love to cheat. Look. You had to lean into your what? Your spirituality, your religion, what? The unseen understanding, and move forward. The red cloak, you can barely see it. This is about your stability, darling dears. They was rocking your whole foundation, and they still holding what? A basket in the background to what? Carry you back to hell in a handbasket. This chicken head, right, is going to see you be blessed in their face. What they meant for wicked, darling dears, over the next 48 hours, divine has turned that cup over and kicked it over and allowed you to crush it under the heel of your flip-flop of common sense. Because they're toxic. And if it's a third-party situation, they will always have that pussy or fatum in the background. And throuple doesn't work for you, big cat. Split the deck. What did I say? You put away that fake love straight up to their face, and they see you as a whole missed opportunity over the next 48 hours. The same opportunity they had in their face and abused. Imagine that. You mastered something. You mastered a chicken head, darling dear. The crown always speaks about mastery, and it also speaks about what those same chicken heads pain, darling dears. Hillbilly investigations being launched. Why? They want to see if they can come and pitch on you, mate, like a jankra. What's that? That's a Jamaican terminology for vulture that like to feed off the dead. But there is proof of life with you, darling dears. Proof of life, because they're going through judgment. If they wasn't going for it, they wouldn't remember you, darling dear. Judgment. On its face, represented by water, fire, and Pluto energy. This also speaks about them being unable to liberate themselves from the karma bus, darling. Yeah, it knows their address and has no menu. Told you. They was probably possibly gifting your pentacles, right, to a whole gnome. What's that, a gnome? A short person? Listen, it doesn't matter. Whomsoever they was giving unto, darling dear, they're getting the karma as well. Good for them. You've already released that burden. Why? Because you've still got your Ace of Wands. The same Ace of Wands when you put on your cloak of common sense to remove yourself from the situation. Can't you see the same red? They're waiting, right, for you to come back. When you've already put down the 9 of Wands, you don't need to be vigilant. Peter 5:8 up in the bitch when they're not around. You realize who come with the obsession and the devilish energy as Father God is giving you a new beginning. This is about you, what? Focusing on distant horizons. Some of you will be making travel plans over the next 48 hours, and your incomings and outgoings will be what? Going very well. Why? Because you're going to pay attention to the fine details, blood, so that you have a smooth trip. This also speaks about what? You actively moving towards your goals, your dreams, your high ideals. And this is what? Also a duo. Some of you will be meeting your life's partner, your true divinely guided first kiss, true love's first kiss over the next 48 hours. You keep stammering and stuttering. The toxic don't like it, darling dears. Well, stay where you are with the choices you made. They're what? Entangled, ensnared with a snake, cut from the same cloth, blood. Well, that's their business. Their business. I just bring them messages. Right. Let's get some final intel before we press on, guys, because we've got a full day of infinite possibilities ahead of us. Let's get where's the white deck? Here it is. Something is secret, darling. Their secrets are meant to be told, especially when the big cat's got the what? The Queen of Cups. Mental clarity, darling. They're no higher court than the truth. You need to remember what you bring to the table. You need to remember what you went through and what they took you through and who tried to keep you there. Right? This also speaks about pregnancy. Some of you are going to have to isolate yourself from whom put you in that state, darling dear. Why? Because they've got a side piece, darling dear. They still want you in a throuple. They want you and the bambinos in a throuple. Oh, I think not. Right? And as you continue to ascend, new levels, new devils, everyone must be interviewed. We've already discussed the Boosie Badass. Eyes on everyone, darling dears. And watch their actions. Does it line up with their words? You have things to lose, darling dears, as you continue on your life's purpose. They come to suck your blood. I told you, the captain of the pole-bearing team. They want your energies, darling dear. And if it's a throuple, it's to take back to the Karmic, the head of the tree sloth with the algae in their fur. Always got their futumo panani in the air like a gang sign. What's this? They're a bloody user. A user. Right? Are the nails going to betray me? No. Right? And you must not allow them to share your benefits. Remember, you are a breakthrough, darling dears. They wasn't there when you was going through the struggle. They wasn't there when you was barking at passing cars. They wasn't there when you wasn't even what? Coming out the house like that. You was a crypt keeper, darling dears. But they want to be there to what? Bleed out your benefits, darling dear. Don't let them in. They bring nothing to your table. They're a user. What does ye old Kipper have to say about this? Can I find Kipper, or is Kipper hiding? Or should we go with the romance angel, guys? I don't know, I'm feeling like I want to lead towards the two. Because this pregnancy, even possibly the Karmic could be pregnant. But this pregnant, they're going to get the real brush of intellect, mate. Once that bambino has to hit the head. Be careful they don't drop them on their head. Listen. Whoever dropped the ball on you, mate. If they've impregnated the Karmic, that's a situation that is an unfathomable, thankless task. They put you in a throuple, you the privileged lady or man. Imagine that. They're still trying to throw stones, but your greenhouse is bulletproof. That it's been fortified by the Most High. Told you. You're sucking something to them, darling. Yeah, they don't love it. Right? Are they getting the message? You understood the assignment. This is God's authoritative thumbs telling you what? Don't let that anchor of sackcloth and ashes hold you back from your infinite possibilities. Your ship will never stop sail. Why? You've got faith, darling dear, and whatever situation you handled with dignity. The Dalielo speaks again of the listen, I can't even speak. We've got a stutterer amongst us. Somebody who's peeping and not loving what I've got to say. Well, guess what? I ain't stopping. Anyhow, like I said, you handle the situation with dignity. And they are jelly bogelly, mouth breathing in the background. Yeah, Sputnik has their eye on you. Who tried to anchor you down, weigh you down with responsibilities and fucking ease, blood, and hopium and cognitive dissonance, as they was what? Fagans to the truth. And they're watching you, and everything they see is making them take to their bed of degradation that's been what? Desecrated by their what? Heinous crimes. They're getting what? The karma, darling dears. The karma. And it's none of your business. They are watching you, and they've got the damn cheek to be on a 14. What's that? Temperance. Your ancestral team, your security have them handled, darling dear. They're notifying them so that they can see you as you continue to get great over the next 48 hours. And for some of you, they're going to see you go into union. They thought they left you on the shelf when they chose a chicken head. A chicken of the sea over the privileged lady. Oh, well, they're in court, blood. And your file is bigger than their file. Even the judges say, yeah, they're going to wait for you to finish talking so they can tell you to fetch the black bags and flip with the skrilla, right? That you owe the privileged lady. Something's about to turn in your favor. Judgment knows their address. Split the deck. This is how they're going to be looking, blood, like an urchin in the street wanting to clean your chimney. You better pay your knees, blood. They come with soul ties, STDs, fucking knees, bad luck, and karma. Are you mad? Listen, that's one appointment you must avoid. And also, don't meet them nowhere. Speaking of appointments, we've seen the first 48. We are what? Experts of CSI. We know when we're going to be effed over by what? The Brock pocketers who are in despair, crying like a full-on Judas, right? At your background. But this person had the dare effrontery to speak on your foundation, your security. Look at the root chakra at their throat. They're sorry now, mate. They're sorry and left behind. Pet cemetery, they be. False person. Always wanted to wear a mask and no condom, eh? So it's the karmic that's pregnant. Well, good for you. You've got no benefits and no skrillas. Continue to what? Fortify and shore up your britches, because you are the agent of karma. The 20 represents judgment in tarot, darling dear. A season of resolution, creating freedoms for you from a situation that was below your spiritual pay grade. What's that? You're sick of the toxic people in the reading. But it comes up, darling dear. This is not a personal read. Just take what is for you from the reading and what? Chunk the rest. This is a collective reading, darling dear. And it sickens me. If you're sick of it, how do you think I feel? I've passed the sickness, mate. And I've realized that I've still got to bring that intel, because we get new big cats turning up on a daily basis. And I am here as gatekeeper to lead them to the light, darling dear. Well, I'm not leading them. I'm a pointer, not a picker. The intel is there for you to take what you will use, right, to forward yourself and your greatness, in the words of Eleanor Roosevelt, because you have a wealthy man. Divine union, darling dear, is what's on the tableau, and they're going to be watching it from the nosebleed section, right? Trying to lie and spy their way back into your what? Unexpected income. It can come in the many forms of a new job, a new home, your business taking off, a true divinely guided partner, whatever it means to you. It could also mean the knowledge that you garnered whilst you was in the DNS, darling. They're getting great, right? Told you, you're getting a gift over the next 48 hours, and it's increased from what? 17 to 27. Divine timing. Nothing happens before its time. 17 is what? The star card, darling dear. A miracle is afoot. And look at the Jelly Bogelli spellcaster in the background. No weapon formed against my big cat, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, shall prosper. The next 48 hours, you will be blessed in the community, darling dear. And whoever's talking about you, they're being talked about behind their back, blood, by those they put the light on, those they held dear. There's thrupples being bandied around, darling dear. Nothing to do with you. On that note, I drops me mic. Todd love to Teesprings, Todd love to Patreon, or come back here. I have no schedule. Big Cat turns up when she wants. Why? Because I like to see what's going on and come with the intel. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself, Big Cat. Nothing happens before its time. But Divine is telling you to work like a field hand. This is the time for you to what? Put your businesses out there. Get your finest qualities on the table. All of the planets are direct at this moment until the 19th of April. Whatever you touch will turn to gold. And remember, you are the red light, green light champion. You understand the red flags of it all. Look, even this is at half mast. They come with the half truths, blood, to get you ensnared in falconese and draw you back to the mud heart that you've already kicked your way from. You are not a tree sluffer, and you can't hang with tree sluffers. They've got algae in their fur. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat.